Yes,
All right, please rise. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence for our sick, our handicapped, our military personnel of our community, and our recently departed, most notably Mr. Bert Kawaguchi.
Well, Mr. Henderson.
Here.
Mr. Petroselli. Here. Mr. Colosimo. Here. Mr. Gallarducci. Here. Mr. Verducci. Mr. Trushalski. Here. Ms. Cimaroli. Here. Mayor Copeland. Here. Solicitor McDermott. Here. Engineer Heil. Here. Chief King is absent. Assistant Chief Sigmore. Here. And Chief Miller. Here.
Okay, thank you all. Thanks for being here. A couple of things we're going to take care of first. Make note of the record. We did have an executive session for legal matters prior to this meeting from 6:30 to 7:05. As you, most of you know here, this is the last meeting for several of our council folks. We have 3 people that are parting ways with us, and we wanted to take some time to recognize each of them. The Allegheny County Council actually sent a proclamation for each of the 3 gentlemen that are sitting at their last meeting. Beautiful proclamation for every one of them. They're all lengthy, so I won't read them verbatim, but I will take note that Nicholas Stavelski, congratulations. Thank you. And while we're acknowledging the county's acknowledgement, it would be tough to not acknowledge them from this current council here. Bridgeville has made a plaque in the honor of each of you to be presented to you. Bridgeville Borough presented to Nicholas Chizelski appreciation and recognition of his 4 years of dedicated public service as a member of Bridgeville Borough Council, presented by your fellow members of council and mayor this 11th day of December 2023. I won't read it verbatim, but 13-year dedication to Mr. Joe Colosimo. And this tree must be really old. 34 years of dedication to the So, thank you, gentlemen, all 3 of you, for what you brought to this council for a series of years, whether it's 4 or 13 or 34. We appreciate what you brought to us.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Now on with public comment. We have Diana Oden.
Good evening. My name is Diana Oden. I live at 1253 Taylor Street, Bridgeville. And there are several things that I want to bring up to your attention. First of all, the lights on that beer distributor down there, they're so bright. When you come down Union Street, it blinds you. So they either have to be pointed downward, not up to the road, because the type of lights they are, you know, I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but I have. And if, you know, maybe when you leave here today, if you want to verify what I'm saying, drive down and you'll see for yourself. And the other thing is that I haven't here a long time, and I wasn't gonna be, I didn't wanna be the only person to talk, but I am, I'm sorry. But, another thing, the sale of the property in Bridgeville, there's a lot of investors coming around. They're buying property and they're leaving it vacant. We're losing out on the money for, if they work, we get so much money. We're losing out on, we're such a small place, we have no room for development. And it's a small, and it used to be a closed community. But now you're getting all these vacant properties because people want to buy property for their own selfish investments. That's all I can say about that. So I think we should be looking into, when I made some stipulation, is if you buy a property in Bridgeville, you have to occupy it. I mean, there's a lot of people out there looking for housing, renting or whatever, and that should be part of it to keep our community going. And last but not least, this is a personal matter here. Am I talking too fast for everybody?
No, fine.
Okay. Now, back in 2017, I had a sewage bill. I don't know how much it was. But we have Georgia Tax Service doing our sewage collection. They don't know the first thing about what they're doing. I worked for a utility company for 28 years. And I know, I went through all this paper, and they have real estate taxes. My real estate taxes are paid. They're saying real estate taxes instead of sewage. There's nowhere on any of these communications that indicate it's a sewage condition. And they have it where, and I don't understand how you all think, or they think, or whoever's thinking about this, is going to think they're going to sell my property because of a sewage bill I had in 2017. If you look at these papers, you can see all the different, I mean, you can't see, but there's a lot of discrepancy in this thing. There's nowhere on here that says sewage. They've taken a basic letter and put my, our name and stuff in it, and it doesn't apply to what they're trying to say. So I think we should be looking into that. And I wanted to talk to someone, I guess I don't have to do it here, but I need to talk to someone about this thing about putting on these January 2nd and 4th, they're supposed to put my property up for sale because of a sewage bill. And I can understand you putting a lien on it, and I couldn't sell it until that lien's paid, or I'll pay it before then, personally. But in the same token, they can't do that. There will be so many lawsuits against us. I don't know who, you can't, for a utility, for public utility, that's what it is. A sewage bill is something that all homes have to have. It's like electric, it's like water, it's like all the above. And I'm just saying, the way it's being handled through a tax collector, I don't think they know what they're doing. So if you just want to look at these papers or whatever, I want to bring it to your attention because this is personal for me. So that's why. I don't know if I just want to ask you some questions, or do you understand what I'm saying, or, I mean, I know you understand, it's not very necessary.
I think our borough manager's going to respond to you.
Yeah, I think after the meeting, I get your phone number, and we can go through all this.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you there, I'm sorry.
We'll be good.
Okay, thank you very much.
Before you leave, I'd just like to say, I agree with you about that light. I did mention that to you last year.
All you need to do is drive down Baldwin Street,
Yeah.
and it's all of a sudden, it's like right there.
You see how bad it is when you're coming down Union though. You get blinded because it's pointing, they don't know why they have it pointed that way, they have it pointed directly on the street. So, I just think that's something that maybe we should look into. Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, we appreciate you being here. In terms of zoning, the aluminum, was it needed?
But it was, I can go over it, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, anybody else online? Nobody signed in? Okay. All right, let's get on with the regular order of business. I need a motion to approve the November 13th, 2023 regular meeting minutes as submitted. So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor? December 2023 bill list.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Opposed? That motion carries. I need a motion to approve the December 15th, 22nd, and 29th payrolls. So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? That motion carries. Need a motion to adopt resolution number 2023-13. It's a resolution of the Borough of Bridgeville, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, approving the budget for the fiscal year of 2024 and adopting the same.
So moved.
Do I have a
Second.
Anything under discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Nice work on that, Joe. Need a motion to adopt resolution number 2023-14, a resolution of the Borough of Bridgeville, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, setting the tax rates for the year 2024 and notation no increase in real estate taxes.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. I need a motion to adopt resolution number 2023-15, a resolution of the Borough of Bridgeville, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, pursuant to the Borough Code of Ordinances, Chapter 18, Part 3, Section 301-304, establishing 2024 sanitary sewage rates. Notes that the 2024 sewage rate of $17.87 per 1,000 gallons of water used and a $7.80 monthly Alcosan service charge. The borough's portion of the sewage fee is not increased. Alcosan portion of the fee increased to 7%.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Need a motion to adopt resolution number 23-16, a resolution of the Borough of Bridgeville, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, fixing the salaries and wages to be paid to the staff not represented by a collective bargaining agreement for the calendar year 2024.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Need a motion to adopt resolution number 2023-20, a resolution of the Borough of Bridgeville, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, establishing fees for the filing of applications, permits, and licenses for the borough. Note an increase is a quarterly garbage fee to $72. The cost of replacement recycling cart, $50. Escrow payments for subdivision and land development applications, $1,000, and the fee for a street opening permit, $250, and incorporates degradation fees for opening recently paved roadways.
So moved.
Second.
That covers a lot of ground. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. The motion to offer conditional employment to Jeffrey Slagle as a probationary full-time patrolman effective January 1st, 2024, pending the candidate successfully passing physical and psychological exams. Note hirings from the October 30th, 2023 certified police hiring civil service eligibility list.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. He's already a part-time. No, he's one coming. A motion to authorize LM&R Excavating LLC to repair a damaged section of storm sewer at 1321 McLaughlin Run Road at a cost not to exceed $7,900.
Can I ask a question? How'd that get damaged?
It happened during a flood in 2021.
Oh, okay.
So it could have been
Okay.
anything.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Need a motion to authorize the advertisement of the combined biannual reorganization and regular monthly meeting of Borough Council on Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024 at 7 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? That motion carries. Need a motion to authorize the advertisement and request for bids of the 2024 sewer pipelining project.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? That motion carries. Need a motion to authorize a disbursement of $64,556.10 from the Capital Project Fund to A. Morani Contracting for partial payment number 6 of the Warner Street Slope Stabilization and Retaining Wall Improvements Project.
So moved.
Has all the lines and everything been moved, is that in process?
In process now. Finally, the contractor received communication from Portland Power, so we're moving them here.
And so what's the end date possibly He did the last one in the winter.
Good.
It'd be the same thing. Thank you.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I did.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries and it's about time. Need a motion to authorize the disbursement of $3,704.80 from the sewer fund to Robinson Pipe Cleaning Company for the partial payment number 3 and final for the 2023 sanitary sewer O&M CCTV program.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I need a motion to authorize the disbursement of $332,430 from the capital project fund to Sports and Recreation Associates for partial payment number 1 of the Cook School and McLaughlin Run Parks Playground Improvement Project.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, and they are beautiful. If you haven't seen the parks, they look absolutely gorgeous. I need a motion to accept and pay any commission due November 2023 real estate tax collector report.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Need a motion to acknowledge receipt of November 2023 treasurer's report.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. And I need a motion to accept all submitted November 2023 official reports.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And motion carries. All right. Committee reports. Administration, Nicholas.
Thank you. I have nothing to report. I will defer to new business later.
Thanks, sir. Any questions for Nick? All righty, finance, Joe Verducci.
Yet again, Joe has submitted and completed and submitted a couple of grant applications for additional things that we're looking to do. We've received support letters from Senator Robinson and Representative Kulik, so that's greatly appreciated by both of them. As far as the budget, we've just voted on that, Joe. Yet again, thank you for all your hard work in getting that pretty much easy and, well, not easy, but the process that you go through is very well done, so thank you. I think that's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Any questions for Joe? All righty, Parks and Rec, Joe Colosimo.
Okay, thanks, Bill. First off, for the new people coming on next month, the COG dinner is in Bridgeville in the month of February. Cheryl Valentino and the fire department take care of that very nicely, but be aware of it. It's nice the council people do attend that. The parks are in good shape. All the money we put into the playground, equipment, parking, lighting, whatnot, they're in really good shape. Down the road, possibly at the Cook School, lot's going to probably need paved, which is not that big of a deal. Being this is my last meeting, I just wanted to thank the people on the Bridgeville staff for all the help they've given me over the years. Cheryl Valentina, Cheryl Glover, and Mary Poole, Joe Coward, has been an awesome manager the last couple of years, and Lori Collins, who taught me an awful lot of what I learned up here. And also I got to thank my administrative assistant who is laying in the hospital bed right now. Deb has helped me quite a bit over the years, and I appreciate it. That's all.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate your heartfelt comments and all that you've done for Bridgeville. Appreciate you. Public Works, Nino Pictures.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Curbside leaf pickup and grinder collection has been completed for the year program and December 8th. Auto banners have been taken down for the year and returned to Parking Authority, and catch base was reconstructed at the corner of Sarah and Lesnar Road. And many other maintenance, as you can see on my reports over there, it's been happening. I have to echo Joe Colosimo on thanking the staff. They teach us quite a bit. Thank you.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Nina. Appreciate your wealth of knowledge you brought to this bench here for 34 years.
Dedication.
Yes, sir. Public safety, Bruce Gallarducci.
I have no report, sir.
Okay. Mayor, Betty Coker.
I received a call from the American Legion in regard to viewing for Robert Rambo Milken, former commander of the American Legion Post. Viewing is Thursday 1 to 3, 5 to 8 at buying hours, and on Friday 2 p.m. service at the Cemetery of the Alleghenies. The Winter Blast was a great success. I'd like to thank everyone for being there. We really enjoyed it. On Sunday, December 17th, Buddy the Elf and the Grinch will be in town. And believe me, you're going to want to see this. We're not going to forget the strips this year that's going to be a part of this.
Are you in it, Mayor? Are you in it this year?
I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless us all. And I'm going to miss Councilman Colosimo because when I became elected mayor, he started picking me up, taking me to all the various meetings, and I appreciate that. I mean, we've been friends through the years, but you've really been a great support for me. And Nino, God bless you too. I'm going to miss seeing you. So, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, Mayor. Police chief is absent today. Solicitor, Tom McDermott.
Yeah, you have my written report. I don't have anything to add to it. I would like to chime in and say with privilege and honors to Mr. Felicity, and been a humble servant to this board, and I can't say much about how I feel about Mr. Petrocelli without breaking into tears as well. So,
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Borough Engineer Kevin Brett.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Sorry about that.
I got our motion.
Yeah.
You have our report. There's not a whole lot more to add, other than we are submitting the Phase 1 flood control project to DEP tomorrow. So that process will start, and we can get that moving hopefully here in the next year. Already discussed one around when we're finally getting some relief for power company, which is a huge hurdle. And then when we already discussed the playgrounds, which are just about complete, looking good. And I'd just like to echo Tom's comment to the members.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Can I ask a question? Once we get all those permits for that flood mitigation project, how long will that project last?
The project, we're anticipating to be built probably in 3 phases.
Okay.
It's an undertaking. It'll be probably a 1.5 year construction project.
Okay.
Because we're going to try not to disrupt people completely.
Well, yeah, okay.
Joe, should you send an email to the gentleman that comes every month and ask if we've made any progress? Unfortunately, he's not here
With
today.
John Duncan? Oh, you know Warner Abbott?
Yeah.
Yeah, John Duncan. I haven't.
Well, when Pat's on Warner, we'll call him.
That's a good call. Yeah, I didn't think of it that way.
That might be why he's not here tonight. He's here.
I talked to him this morning.
Oh,
Yeah, he called.
he's been patient.
Yeah.
Very patient. Fire chief.
For the month of November, we had 40 calls. That's a total of 387 calls for the year now. And we've already had 18 calls in the month of December. December 17th, after the after Buddy the Elf and the Grinch, we will be going around with Santa. And then we still got truck tickets for sale. And if anybody wants to sell luminaries for Christmas Eve, let me know. And that's it.
Thank you, sir. Any questions for the fire department? No? Southbridge EMS, Dan Miller.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our report has been submitted, and it's at the end of the year. We want to thank the Borough Council and Joe for fantastic support of EMS. You guys have been behind us 100%, so we appreciate everything you guys do for us. And on that, also, end of the year, have a safe and happy holidays.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Do we have anything from Historical Society?
Our January program will be the legendary Route 66 by Dick Gaetano at the Chartiers Room on Sunday, February 25th at 1:30. And we were pleased that Ms. Carrick from Chartiers Valley Primary School she came down and videotaped John Boyler's American Heritage Indian display so that she could take back and show to the children. And that display ends on December 30th. Also, as you know, the street signs are being changed, and it's being a fundraiser for the Historical Society, and they are really going quickly, and everybody's calling to get their name on the list to get their street when the signs are all complete change. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any more signs that are ready?
Yeah, we are starting putting them up today, so we're hoping by middle of next week at the latest, we'll have all the signs over to the Historical Society, so
Fantastic.
it'd be nice that you can have them, if you're able to, for sale before Christmas.
Nice Christmas gift, anybody wants to buy their,
$25 a sign.
I heard Chestnut Street's already off the list.
well, at least one of them is.
The second one is too.
All right, Bridgeville Library representative.
You have our written report, just a couple events to highlight. This Friday, from 6 to 8, we're having a holiday happy hour fundraiser. It's $15 a person. You can buy tickets in advance or at the door. There will be wine, food, live music, and games. And then on Saturday, the 16th, we're going to have our family event. It's free all day, 10 to 4, 10:30 to 12:30. Santa will be there for pictures. And then at 1 o'clock, we'll have the Santa Magic Show. There will be crafts all day and face painting, so it should just be a really nice one.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
Parking authority, I know Deb is.
Deb is in
You have something?
hospital, she had surgery, she's doing well. Maybe Joe could say something about it, but I know she's doing very well. And as far as the parking authority is concerned, I definitely believe that we are coming out on, we see the light on the other side of the tunnel. With this new administration, with all due respect to the other administration, it's always a different philosophy, different way to manage things. So we're doing okay. We make a little bit of money, but we have to recoup what we lost, and we getting there. So little by little, we getting there. If the things keep on going the way they go now, we have a good staff, we have a good board, and I believe under the direction of Deb, I think we're going to do all right. And of course, there is always other way from the outsiders. They want to park in here, they want to park in there, they want to do this, they want to do that. We are welcome, all the, whatever, something good, put them in writing, send it to us, and I'm talking about the parking authority, and we'll see what we can do. Everything that's been requested needs money, it needs buy property. If we keep where we have, it's just move different logo maybe, if something. But we work on all the angles as possible to please everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. We do have an opening, right? Yeah. I think that's been advertised, okay. Planning Commission.
Well, I'm going to turn it over to Mike after I say one thing. Public comments for the comprehensive plan are due to the borough by December 15th in writing. So if anybody has any comments, concerns, questions, put them on, write them on a piece of paper and email to Joe and get them out there so that we can, as planning committee, look at those and determine whether or not we want to, what we need to do with those. All right? And then I'm gonna turn it over to Mike because he was there.
Thank you, Justine. The main discussion at the planning commission, last week, right? Yes, or late-ish, we had a double meeting from November and December, was what we want to do for next year, like the projects, goals we wanted to pick. There was a couple discussions. We talked about trees, continuing doing more tree projects. One of the things with doing tree projects is if you're going to go after organizations like Tree Pittsburgh, you really need to develop a shade tree commission. So we talked about looking into what it would take to develop a shade tree commission for Bridgeville. The main point that we took away from the meeting was with the comprehensive plan up for approval early next year, much like we did with the active transportation grant, where once that was approved, we kind of used that as our guidelines for what projects we wanted to do. And we kind of, I don't want to say cherry picked, but we looked at all these, we council went and did a whole project on the active transportation with all these, wonderful ideas and potential projects. And we kind of already started doing that, saying, hey, we want to go after this project. We see the best value for that one. Here's a low-hanging fruit here. This one's a long-term project. We kind of want to do the same thing with the comprehensive plan. Once that's approved, we can start looking at projects off of that and, which ones are going to be the most impactful for us and to go from there. So that's what we're going to kind of wait and hopefully it will get approved in early next year and then use that as our playbook. And then, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, a really, really productive year for the Planning Commission and the collaboration from these folks up here. Really, really impressed by the work.
I was actually looking at my notes. That's been almost a 3-year project. From the time that we started discussing it and reading the original comprehensive plan. It's been a 3-year project.
And with that, I just want to thank council for all their support this past year to the planning commission. When I first got on council, I don't know, 12 years ago, planning commission didn't meet all the time, and they kind of just met as needed. And it's been a very rewarding, to be serving on planning commission and your support and Justine's leadership. It's been a very rewarding year. So I want to thank you guys. Looking forward to next year.
Yeah. Thank you all. Borough Manager, Joe Tower.
Just one thing on next year's garbage contract. We met with the hauler. The collection day still remains on Friday. We had a chance to move it to Wednesday, but we would kind of be reinventing the wheel with the crews that are in town already, and we really game to go to Wednesday versus Friday. First bi-weekly recycling pickup is going to be January 12th. We put together a mailer that will be going out to all households within the next 2 weeks. This summarizes all the changes for garbage collection, provides a calendar for the year, and then summarizes recycling and what's involved with that. So keep an eye to your mailboxes, and once that gets distributed, we'll start promoting it heavily, and we'll make sure that's the best we can to get people up to par on which week's what on the bi-weekly, so we get used to it. The recycle carts are still on track to be delivered the middle of January, and we're recommending please keep your old cart as a spillover, or that's what we're hoping. So that's really all I have for them.
Thank you, Joe. I just first of all like to thank everybody for participating in the Winter Blast. It was very well attended. We had a great weather evening, and it was one of the better attended ones I've seen in some time. Thankfully, from the weather contributed. But yeah, again, thank you all for what you guys do and your contributions to that event. Appreciate it. Anything else under new business?
I'd just like to thank everybody for their condolences and that with the passing of my dad, the visitations at the funeral home and the outreach from the community. I just want to thank everybody personally. It's bittersweet, so thank you.
He'll be missed, Bruce, for sure. Pillar in the community. Anything else?
Yeah, I would like to follow up. On behalf of my twin sister and myself, I'd like to thank the entire community for our fundraiser, holiday food drive this year. It was reported to us that we raised over 1,000 pounds of donatable food, as well as over $1,000 in cash, and we'll feed over 153 families this year. So thank you very much, everybody who's supported us through the years for that. We look forward to continuing that. And furthermore, thank you for giving me the honor to serve with all of you and the privilege to serve this community. I look forward to seeing you guys in a few more years, continue to work with you and build. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, Nick. Appreciate it.
I just wanted to recognize, because he came to several meetings and everything else, and that, so. Yeah, I just, Nino's cousin, Giuliani Petroselli, Pat, is his name, passed away this past week, and the funerals could be Thursday. But just keep the family in prayer. And he'd come here and give us ideas and everything, and so one of his ideas as far as public safeties to be put into place up at the top of Presley Road in the near future, and just our condolences to the family.
Thank you, Bruce. You talk about the correction, where we try to do up Presley. Joe and I and PennDOT, we were there for hours and hours. Too bad my cousin can't see it. He can't see it. That's coming. It's going to be corrected.
Yep.
So that's something I can leave for him. On the same token, I want to be happy to serve you guys, and I don't know how the hell you put up with me for 34 years. Not only you, I mean the people. And this is 34 years in council, but we go back to right in 1962 when I started being busy with Bridgeville with the JCs. Some of the member of my JCs those days, they married, they got kids, and even the kids, they talk about me because their parents still talk about me. And I sort of appreciate it. But Nick said, I'm going to come back. And that's what I'm telling you. It's not the end of me. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'll be involved in Bridgeville. That is for sure. If I feel okay in a year and a half to the way I feel today, I'll be on the ticket. If not, God will provide. Thank you.
Nino unselfishly invented a new language that combined both English and Italian together.
You should read his text messages.
As I get old, they get worse. It's better in Italian and less in English. But anyway, you guys got used to it.
Yeah.
One last thing before we adjourn. We have a cake to help celebrate the departure of these three gentlemen. It's in the back room, and we're willing to share it with anybody that came down tonight. So
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?